Hello everyone, friggin' Nissan here. Welcome to my first Centuria video. Obviously not the first chapter of Centuria. We'll be doing a little catch up after the reaction, and then future reactions will be more kind of in depth. This one's kind of a meet and greet. I do have a Viz manga account on my phone that I read this stuff through. It's just not on the PC for some reason. You can't like sign up on here, and it's weird. Um, I do also have a Patreon for Nissan. $5 a month, unedited, uncut reactions to this and a bunch of other stuff I'm caught up on, and we'll be reading the latest chapters, stuff I plan to read from beginning to end, and so on and so on. Anyway, let's get into it with Centuria, chapter 77 of Gods and Men. You getting low. A monstrous writhing thing. Just what is the deity of the night? Square. Oh, it's alive. Did I notice it was alive? It was in the last chapter. I know I didn't react to that, but anyway, it lives even in this state. What is it? It resembles human skin. Just as a man cannot harm a god, the gods cannot directly harm man. Did you know that? No. At best, they can only cause some secondary impact. You boy, how long do you plan on polluting me and my waters with your presence? As a god, I imagine one could do as they please with humans. The word god brings to mind an absolute being, but it seems they have their own laws they must abide by. Gods and men occupy separate realms of existence. What do you mean? For a deity to interact with humanity, they must first descend to the realm of man. In other words, an incarnation. The act of obtaining a vessel and flesh and becoming a mere human. No deity would be so foolish. Why? Because once one descends to the realm of men, the realm of the divine is forever closed to them. It is easy to descend, but ascension is impossible. What on earth is he telling me? What happened to you, my lord? Is it an irreversible transformation? To abandon the divine throne just to harm insignificant humans? No deity would entertain such a foolish notion, and yet she appeared. A deity incarnate, like the waxing and waning moon, ever changing its form. She is a goddess bearing three phases, three heads possessing three great gifts. She is head of the Witch's Coven and Night's incarnation. Her name is Volja. So, Diane and two other heads, which kinda give me feeling of Lucas and Lacrima. Not Lucas. Not Atlas. Arcos. Why was I blanking on that? Three heads, and this is, it goes without saying that falling to the realm of men means that one may be struck down by those very men. 400 years ago we fought with all our might and felt the deity of the night, and at the cost of countless lives. The skin was stripped from the deity. Yes. Might I ask a single question? This appears torn open and hollowed out. If that is so, where have the insides gone? Hey, what is it? Do you have a question for me? Lala, Miss Lala, can you really see Miss Goat? Miss Lala. Oh, you're so sweet. I could eat you up. Oof, hey. I can see her. I'm the same as you, Diana. The same? Is she one of the other heads? Oh, eye tattoos. Eye tattoos? No, I don't know why I was bringing the same. Torvia Lumia, the Coven, for our own reasons, we continue to fight over what came from within. 400 400 years ago, it was divided into 5 parts and scattered across the land. Flesh, blood, bone, organs, and the most vital separated from the rest. Don't know who that is. She's blood. She's bone. The heart. Within her beats the core of the divine. So how did it end up in her? Interesting. God, I love the series. Alright, well, that was chapter 77 of Centuria. I'll catch you next time.
So first off, loving the series. It's always fun to read. Um, and always a bit of a shame when it goes on break. I feel like this tends to go on break more often than other series, which is perfectly fine. The creators should be able to rest whenever they want. But I don't know. Is that just me? Anyway. Um, as for this chapter, yeah, interesting to know that there are multiple different, I guess, vessels for the moon deity, and Diana is like the most important one, considering she is the heart of the thing. The only other one I could imagine being more important is likely brains. But considering the heads are still intact, the brains are still probably in there, I guess, depending on how their anatomy works. Also, that technically be 3 brains, so maybe it's less important because it's only one heart. You know, semantics. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. I do also wonder if that means the vessels born of that, because I do wonder if that means either descendants of, like, maybe Zana's ancestor is the Margrave, or like if she uh was it stated how long she's been alive? I don't know, but maybe like a previous vessel of the moon deity's bones had children, and that became Zana's uh clan. But who knows? Maybe those are some of the other lineages, and why they're uh yeah, diverging. Who knows? As you can tell, I don't really uh script these. It's kind of just a roll off the tongue type deal. But oh well. Now as for Julian, I like Julian as a main character. I do wonder how exactly the power scaling's gonna go. Because it's clear there are people that it's not that he's weak, because he's clearly not. You have to be top of the line, and even for some of those top of the line people, you have to be in the right circumstances to be able to be Julian. And who knows how further it would go. In terms of possible power ups for Julian, I can really only think of maybe actually forcing his body to be able to heal on command. Maybe not without, who know. Anyway, yeah, just kind of being able to heal on command, or instead of bleeding out when he's thing, just on command, like, yeah, I'm done. Fucking respawn me instead of having to wait. The only other big power up I could see for Jillian is actually being able to fully utilize the ink, like actually like condense it down, maybe even just shoot beams of it. But who knows? Um, Lacrima, she's interesting because of obviously what's going on with her and the Necro bitch. Lucas, I still think he's Deanne's brother. Uh, and as for Titi, don't know if she will make it. Um, Do I think she will? 50-50. As for her future, who knows? You don't need to be a fighter. You just need to not be an annoying or useless character to be liked, I guess. So, even if she doesn't become a fighter, I hope good things happen for her character, assuming she doesn't die. Anyway, that was chapter 77 of Centuria. First reaction. Again, a Patreon, same name, $5. Very helpful, uncut stuff. Anyway, have a good day, night, whatever. Catch you next time. Peace.